What's up, Internet? We are here with Hotshot Racing, a game that I've been looking forward to for a little while, just based on what I saw on the eShop that I initially saw it on the Switch, but this is on the Xbox One because it was being given away with Game Pass. Because they wanted like $25 for this, and I am presently like without money because a thing happened recently, but that's enough about that. Anyway, I don't know what this game is. I only have a couple of screenshots to go off of, but from what I can tell, this is like a combination of two classic racing games that I'm pretty fond of, honestly. It looks, at least visually, like it's trying to be a direct sequel to Virtual Racing, a game that, full disclosure, I've never actually played, but I've always wanted to. It looks like such a technologically advanced game for its time. And then it looks like it takes that visual style and then applies it to like Daytona USA, which is like one of the most awesome arcade racing games ever. Like not arcade grade, but it's like the go-to racing game when you can't play Outrun. So just looking at this, holy crap, this looks pretty cool. So anyway, we're here with Hotshots Racing. We're going to take a look and see what this is all about. I'm actually genuinely exceptionally excited to play this. Because, like I said, I was a little sad that I couldn't play this because it was just a bit more expensive than I wanted to play, and then I realized, oh, it's on Game Pass, and I actually have that, so that's awesome. We'll go with normal because I'm awful. We've got a bunch of different... Oh my god, this is definitely Virtual Racing grade people. I've seen the end of Virtual Racing and your awkward polygonal characters. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so we gotta pick a character. Who are we gonna play as? Let's see. Doesn't seem like they have any individual stats applied to them, so I'm gonna be... I'll be this guy just because he seems to have my color scheme in mind for at least half his character, or cars. And then we got different stats for the cars, so every character's cars, I assume, probably have different stats altogether. We're probably gonna go with this car. We're gonna go automatic because I can't drive stick to save my life. I'm genuinely excited to see this. It looks, and on top of it trying to look like virtual racing, it feels like it takes almost sort of a aesthetic similarity to, what is it, Skyrogue, which was a pretty cool looking game as well. That's a game I'd like to play as well. Okay, so there's no consistency between cars, it looks like. Like, every one of the characters can drive whatever car they want. Alright, and there's probably like a Mario Kart boost system. Ooh, it's nice and responsive. I do like that. Oh, okay, so there's some serious drifting going on. I've always been sort of not the biggest fan of drifting because it always feels really awkward, but this isn't too bad. This is a pretty controllable drift for the most part, as I careen into my opponents. Whoa! Although recovering from the drift has always been a problem of mine. Now, this does seem to use a checkpoint time system. Again, very Daytona USA. I appreciate that. I've actually been meaning to do a video on Daytona USA because I've got like the enhanced version. So maybe someday I'll do that. Oh, into the wall. Actually, speaking of Daytona USA, that reminds me like the first time I ever played it. I didn't understand how on the first lap of that game, like of like the first track, there's like this really hard corner right at the end. I could not for the life of me figure out how to get past that. But that's because I've got the tried and tested mentality of it's not about controlling braking so much as it's always just accelerate, 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 maybe accelerate slightly less if you want to be that guy. You know, it's always accelerate and accelerate slightly less. And I get that that's not necessarily like the best, the best mentality to go into some of these games. Also, does seem to have like slipstream mechanics to it, which... Yeah, so I got an Achievemabob for slipstreaming, which is of course like an actual thing. Okay, final lap, we gotta be careful to get up into like at least the first 3 or something. But this is like a Grand Prix sort of thing, so I'm guessing there's multiple tracks, so we're probably just gonna get like a type of, points depending on how well we do, but still, we should always try and go for the first position, of course. Come on. I don't know, when you move up in speed, I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like this game sort of wrestles control away from you a little bit. Like, it becomes less responsive. I don't know if that's because I'm taking damage or something, but it genuinely feels like I'm losing control a little bit. Oh, 5th. Not so good. But it's my first time playing. I think I've got at least that excuse. And we've got like little mini in-game achievements that are actually tracked, so cool. Alright, well, not the best start, but let's keep going. Let's see what the next race has in store for us. I'm liking this. This is fun. Okay, so we got sort of a canyon level. Reach the checkpoints. It does seem like there's a sort of peak start that you can attain. Although I'm not sure it's like the classic Mario start, just press gas at like 2 to move faster or something like that. I think it's just feather the gas until you get to a point where you're not flooding your engine or something. I speak as if I actually understand how vehicles work. I don't. Ugh. Whoa! Oh, yeah. So this is definitely like a heavily drifting game, and I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of that. Like I said. But it's not a bad little game. I'm enjoying this. And I do believe this game does come with something like, I think I read 25 tracks. Which isn't bad. I mean, if you break it down to like an actual like cost model, then it's $1 per track, but still. Holy crap, game changer. You know, this is the first time I figured I'd press the A button because I saw like little blue flames coming out. It's like, oh, there's a boost. That might help. I want to point out that I got 5th without realizing there was a boost, so if I get any other excuse other than it's my first time playing, it's that I also wasn't using my full toolkit of abilities. Not sure knowing that is going to save me, though. It'll probably just mean I end up careening into walls, but... Whoa! I do appreciate how colorful this is. I do love colorful games, and this is certainly one of them. Okay, so after this is pretty much the end. Time to boost. Alright, there we go. Redemption. Haha. Alright. There we go. Starting to pick this up a little bit. I think it's all about figuring out the best time to boost and drift. But because there's like slipstream mechanics as well, there's always ways to make up. And it doesn't seem like it's heavily based on rubber banding. Or at least if it is, it's behind the guise of course, the fact that there is a slipstream mechanic. So if there is, it's kind of, at least kind of got an excuse. Oh, that's a bit slippery. I want to try and avoid going into drifts as much as possible just because I'm not very good with drifting mechanics in games. Whoa! Alright. I do appreciate how varied the environments are. This is very nice. There's little leaves coming off the trees. Oh, that's a nice little touch. This is a fun little racing game. I've played a few really good racing games this year. Like, I've been playing a little bit of Redout and Fast RMX on my Switch. And I think this might not be as good as either of those games, but I think it's definitely one of the better racing games I've played this year. For what little I've played of it, of course. But of course, it's also trying to appeal at least a little bit visually to two racing games I'm already quite fond of. Oh, I gotta figure out how to turn a little bit better in this game, though. The turning is not so easy. But I've seen that with a lot of games. Like, certain games are just... Stuff like Ridge Racer is like that as well, where it's heavily based around the drift, and if you're just not comfortable drifting, you're probably not going to do very well. This doesn't seem as super drift happy as stuff like that is, but it definitely helps if you're comfortable with drifting mechanics. That said, these are fairly controllable drifts for the most part. I do kind of appreciate the transition between sort of city to jungle to like ruins to city again. Makes for a nice track. Whoop. So how much boost do I actually have? Like, I don't seem to be able to tell if or what my boost counter is, or like if there's a certain amount of fuel I have for my boosts or something. Catch my drift. Alright, you get that one, game. Alright, this looks like this is the last checkpoint. Whoa. It's a bit of a long stretch. Whoa, okay. Calm down there, Speedy. After all, I'm gonna win. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't seem to display any sort of, like, this is how much boost fuel you have, or you can use your boost X number of times. I feel like that's a bit of information I'm either not noticing, or it could be that, you know, you can use it unlimited times, it just has a recharge between them or something. Oh, this feels very virtual racing. I love this. I think what you want to do is keep your engine sort of either in that yellow or gray just before the yellow area. I think is how you're going to get the best start. But yeah, this feels very virtual racing. Oh, cool. I shouldn't even be looking at this. I should be worrying about driving, but I just want to look at the environments now. These are really cool environments. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, horses. Here's about the driving. I just want to explore this area now. Can I just hop the fence and go explore the mountains? That'd be fun. This is a cool game. You know what, Game Pass? There's a lot of reason why I don't have any desire to actually have you, but I will say this was a reason for me to actually be glad that I do. This was a fun little game to give a shot. Whoa! Oh, this game is cool. I might not be good at it, but this is a pretty good game. Okay, so we got one more. Last lap. Alright, whoa! Oop! Oh, they've even got like a little tram system that actually has a tram you can see. That's cool. This game's got a ton of nice little details. The environments are really well done. Kudos to you, environmental developers. Whoa! Oh! Might have boosted at the wrong time there, considering I'm now like in last. Oh, this is bad. Oh! Again, I don't understand the boost mechanics, but I'll take it. Hey, we got new skins and race suits. Cool! There's unlockables. Oh yeah, this is definitely very virtual racing. I like this. I like this a lot.
I worked so hard to turn my life around, to be someone my family could be proud of. Then, finally, it happened. The best day of my life.
It's a very awkward polygonal child.
The day I first met my daughter. Oh, in the race? Let's just call that a close second.
Oh, this game clearly has a lot of effort put into it. I'm digging this game. Alright. So let's try the second one, again on normal because I'm a total scrub. We're gonna stick with Mike. Modify. Race suits. Oh, I like that. We're gonna buy that. That's stylish right there. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a handling stat, so I'm guessing they all handle vaguely the same. Can I change the skins of these things? Oh, I can. Oh, I can actually change like their hoods and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. So, someone really cared when they made this game. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this thing. This looks vaguely Ferrari-ish. Oh, I can change the palette overall too. Drift for 5 seconds in one go in a single race. Okay, so these are like completely locked behind specific challenges. That's alright, cool. Cool, I already like the palette though. Huh. Alright, well this is the car we've kind of been going with. There's a giant exclamation point, so I'm guessing we unlocked a new skin. Huh. I like the original though. Bonnet. Or as we call it, a hood. I like that. What's the rear bumper look like? Can I put a giant racing wing on it? These don't seem to actually affect stats. It's just, you know, pick the thing that you think looks best. A boot. Or as we'd call it, a trunk. Spoiler! Yes, I need a giant wing on my car. I will be purchasing that.
That looks good.
Alright. There is an astounding number of There's a first-person mode. Oh my god, there's a first-person mode. Also, we need that. I don't even know if we're gonna see it, but that just looks fancy. Ah, you can change your little... Oh, that's cool. I like this game. This game's fun. Bobbleheads. Yeah, we need a bobblehead. We gotta win with all the characters. Is that a clown? That was a clown. That's creepy. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna go automatic because of course we are. We're gonna try and figure out if we can get into first-person driving mode. Which will probably be disorienting as all hell. I don't know, in these games I typically like to either be... For racing games that aren't realistic, I like to be either like third-person behind the car or directly out, like on the front hood. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what do we have? Oh. Nope. There we go. Okay, we're good. Whoa, that's... I'm not sure this works so well. It's a bit wibbly. I think your camera would be sort of wobbling in reaction to... I'm gonna jump back to... Whoa! Yeah, this is kind of the camera I'd like to use, actually. Get to see all the environment. Okay. This is a little better. It's not great for people with motion sickness, though, and I totally respect that, so we'll just go back to this mode. This is probably what I'll be. I don't necessarily care for how wobbly the cars are, especially for the first-person mode. That makes it really more nausea-inducing than anything, I think. I don't think a first-person mode works terribly well for games that involve, like, swinging your car sideways across corners as well. Alright. We're gonna get back in this race yet. I'm not gonna take 6th. Alright. Alright. Just gotta recover. It's always recovering from the drift I have problems with. I can... Like, drifting itself I don't have so much of an issue with. It's just recovery from the drift that I have problems with. Yeah, I like these giant, completely destroyed airplanes. This is a fairly interesting environment to drive in, I think. Aw, I can't stop for a UFO burger. I could go for one, actually. I'm pretty hungry. Alright, this is a nice, just smooth playing racing game. I'm liking this game. Makes me want to try virtual racing. There's a UFO! Maybe that's where they get the UFO burgers from. They get the UFO to, like, you know, abduct the cows, and then they deliver them to the UFO burgers. I didn't even realize that was the final lap. I'd have boosted if I knew it was. I was too busy making observations about UFO burgers and then a UFO abducting cows. Which clearly must mean that aliens run the UFO burger. Which means we're playing in the future where we've already had contact with aliens. And yet we don't have flyable alien hover cars just yet. Alright. So I'm guessing we want to stay out of the red. Yeah, there we go. That's a boost right there. I'm sure I care for that blur effect, but... I will say this game doesn't necessarily have, like, the greatest sense of speed to it. But at the same time, given that it's trying to look like, you know, a 32-bit racing game, I think it's okay. I can live with that. I think it's trying to be more stylish than necessarily fast-feeling. Oh, we got statues. This is very Daytona USA. That was the game that had the statue of the Virtua Fighter that you could make him do head spins and stuff. If you put in a code. I'm gonna go play Daytona USA again. It's such a good game. Alright. Yeah, I'm digging this game. This game's fun. Like I said, I'm not sure it's like Red Out or Fast RMX, but you know, this is a damn fun little game. If you like racing games and, you know, you have Game Pass, I think this one's a no-brainer. There's dinosaurs in the walls. You know, I complain about it not feeling like a terribly fast game, but at least it means I can look at all the environmental stuff, which, honestly, I want to. A lot. I'd like to just stop my car and just look at all this stuff. That snowman on the left was impaled and dying. I just want to point it out, that was very grim. Also, I'm not sure how much it's gonna, like, show up, but it looks like there's, like, weird, sort of, like, anti-God rays going around here. Almost like there's, like, a shaded box around some of the 3D assets or something. I'm not sure what that is. That looks a little bit distracting to me. But that's the one visual thing that kind of bugs me about this game a little bit. Whoa! Out of my way. This game is cool. I'm glad this is on Game Pass. Game Pass is finally doing something. So on the left, there's going to be, yeah, just completely impaled snowman. That's some fun environmental storytelling is what that is. Alright. Let's do another one. Yeah, this is fun. I'm having fun with this. This is good. Alright, the Pro Circuit Ocean World. I feel like we need to just start seeing a rolling start. I actually have, like, the actual soundtrack to Daytona USA. That is like a 9-minute long song. All the songs on the soundtrack to Daytona USA are, like, absurdly long. And apparently that's the composer singing the songs to Daytona USA. And I've actually seen recorded footage of him doing it, and he looks like he's having an absolute blast. Like, he clearly loves the theme songs to Daytona USA. Totally understand it. It's a great game with a great soundtrack. This is a pretty cool environment. Oh, there's a volcano too. Oh, screw you, Toshiro. Alright. You know, every level I play, I feel like I need to say, oh, I like this environment, because they all are really cool. Like, I love the underwater sort of like fish tank area. This would be a cool little vacation spot, I think. Oh, there was a dolphin that just flipped over the track. That's so cool. People worked hard on this game, I can tell. They wanted to make this game awesome, and I'm feeling it. I'm just gonna get past you, thank you. Alright, final lap. Whoa, that's no good. But I've got boosters. And I'm gonna careen into a wall in a sec. Alright. Okay. So let's see if we can see the dolphin again. Yeah. That's a nice little touch. I like that. Every time I take a new lap, I notice something else about this. Like, they're just so full of cool little details like that, I guess. Oh, this game's making me smile. It takes a lot to make me smile. I'm a very grumpy person, but you know what? This game's making me feel a lot better. I've had a crap day. This game has definitely cheered me up, and I'm about to take first place. Boom. Exit drift with a boost. Alright, let's continue. I think this will be the last one. Still, so far we've only seen about a third of the tracks, and so far I am fairly impressed. Alright, there we go. Speed boost. Whoa, okay. So that little area is going to be tough to get around because there's kind of like a snake. I think we're in India, I think. It's the thing you fought in front of Sagat's in the background. Whoop. Oh. Alright. You play that game. I'm going to take first, though. Just got to play this smart. Helps when you can careen into your opponents to take corners for you. That's a tried and true method for me. I mean, going back to Daytona USA, when I was talking about like that awkward corner on the Mount Sonic chunk of the first level, like that was, when I was a kid, that was the only way I could figure out how to beat that. Was just, you know, take the corner with someone between you and the wall. Okay. Don't care for that so much. They really do like to try and pit you. Not the biggest fan of that. Alright. Whoop! Okay. I don't even know how much boost I have left. Oh! You know, I felt like I was doing okay until that happened. They really do like to play aggressively. I don't have any real inherent problem with that. I play aggressively too, but... Oh, I don't like this part. Alright, there we go. Got through that little snaky bit. Now I just gotta worry about getting to the end in first. There's little monkeys in the tree. This is a really well-developed environment, and this game in general feels like it. I'm digging this game. Okay, how far are we from the exit? This last corner. Go! Super boost powers activate! There we go. Ha ha! That's fun. I am having fun with this. I'm gonna have fun with this moving forward. Anyway, I think we kind of understand what Hotshot Racing is.
I worked so
And
hard
this
to turn
game
my life around, to be someone my
is
parents
basically exactly kind of what I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect the heavy drifting nonsense, but I gotta say it's still fun. You've got your awkward polygonal babies like this,
the day
and you've just got really fun racing. It doesn't seem hyper rubber bandy or anything. There's a slipstream mechanic, so it might be a little bit, but it seems almost justified. The boost system I didn't initially pick up on, and it doesn't seem like it's initially, explained to you or anything, but, it works well enough. I think this is a fun little arcadey racing game, and if you've got Game Pass or you got like $25 in your pocket to plonk down on a fun little arcadey racing game, this is not a bad one. Bear in mind that is like $1 per track, and 25 tracks, that's not bad for a racing game, especially an indie title, but for some people that might be a bit hard to justify. I totally get that. But if this looked fun to you, it absolutely is. I am so far quite enjoying Hotshot Racing, even though we've only been playing the scrub rookie level. And there's tons more things to unlock and get in this game. I'm pretty excited to continue playing this. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know we go live, because we stream every single night. Usually Animal Crossing, but other stuff when I have the time like this. I was very excited about this, and I've got a couple other things I might do. But I might have to reorganize my room to do stuff like that just because of some technological limitations. But look forward to that. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. Just put up a video on PSO2. Should have a Sega video up before I go to bed. And of course, lots of other stuff. Should have a review done by tomorrow. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is explore a damn fun racing game that is very reminiscent of two other racing games I'm very fond of. That said, I still need to play Virtual Racing, but still, I'm very much enjoying Hotshot Racing. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.